XTMZ, just getting used to this new camera. How you doing, sir?
Good, man. How you doing?
It's good.
You're XTMZ?
Yeah, I really got nothing. What projects are you working on these days?
Well, you want me to give you something for TMZ?
No. I mean, if they buy it, they buy it. I'm just here to admire celebrities. Maybe like in 20 years from now in LACMA, there'll be like an exhibit. Like celebrity walks down the street, kind of really like artistic stuff.
Yeah, I see. Well, I have some things to say.
Oh, sure. What would you like to talk about?
And get him to TMZ.
Sure. Would you like to talk about Trump and just the conservative and backlash? Okay.
I just want to say something. Tell you what, of course, the inauguration happened a couple of days ago, and we had these big marches all over the country, you know. And I can't tell you how serious and destructive it is for our young people. You know, to have this attack on our president and our country, to try to erase the inauguration, is really very, very serious. Our children are watching. What are we teaching them? We're teaching them treason. We're teaching them to go against our president and our country. And they're very, you know, little kids are very influenced by all of this. They see all this. They hear everything. And we have, you know, our young people in Hollywood are part of this whole thing, and they look up to Shia LaBeouf. They look up to Miley Cyrus, and they're getting, you know, very bad examples of how to behave. You know, this should be a peaceful translation.
Is there a better, like, you know, for like civil discourse? Is there a better like way to go about it? If you know, there's freedom of speech.
First of all, right now we have a new president, and I have a godson who is 8 years old. And he says, why aren't they giving this president a chance? Why are our people going against our president and our country? And that's a very good question for an 8-year-old. And you see, that's what they're doing. The little kids are watching. So, the answer is they don't want to see this man succeed, because it'll make them all look like fools because they went against him. You see, so they're gathering all of this storm.
Well, two candidates, they bet against the wrong horse, and now, like, you know, kind of like a bitterness. But there's a better like way to.
It's not so good. It's not helpful. As I say, it's not something that's just a trend. It's something serious. Now look at all of this. We gathered a crowd. If you come for the Dude Ranch, nothing left. Where are you guys all from? England. You're all from England. Nice to meet you, Joe. Good to see you. God bless you.
And you too. We went round the world to see you.
Yeah, we
did. Sorry.
Sorry.
What's your name? Very nice to see you. God bless you. God bless you. Where in England are you from?
We're from Liverpool.
Where's the water? You guys are in a lot of trouble.
2,000 dollars, you better watch
Around the world is 2,000? On the ship. Holy smokes. So you having a great time?
Yeah.
John used to come into where I worked at Beverly Hills Hotel.
Hey.
John's the nicest guy in the world. He's the reason I didn't move out on my own at 18. My mom says, you better watch this. And I watched Midnight Cowboy and I didn't leave. I just want to tell you, she goes, look, you know, you want to leave, you watch this.
Isn't that sweet? I was just talking about the influence of human beings. You see, the dangers you get these kids out here.
I love John.
You know, he's talking about this country, our countries, you know, our allies. You know, very important in this world that we have this structure, these allies with this similar values. You know, all the values we got we're from Locke. You know, the great British philosopher. So we need each other. Absolutely, we need each other. Yeah. And I was so Trump does a good job. Yes, he's going to do a good job.
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
I think he's going to be very strong and good, and you can see he works harder than anybody.
Yes, he does.
I've never seen it. I swear to God, when I was up. Beverly Hills fellow. He was campaigning, and he started in New York, of course. 3 hours sleep. Gets up early in the morning. He does something in New York. He goes to Texas. He goes to Ohio. He goes to, and then I saw him out here at 11 o'clock, 11:30 at night, at a fundraising event in California. He looks fantastic. He looks just like he started, just as fresh as a daisy. Unbelievable. And he did that for a year and a half. Wow, he's got some.
John, how was the inauguration?
Inauguration's great.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's wonderful.
What did you think of the crowd size?
Why should we go? You know, it's a silly thing. If you went, first of all, I went there, you know, and if you got there late, you know, it was packed. But if you got there early, there's space. And we started out at 6 o'clock in the morning from my place, which was like half an hour away. And we couldn't get there for 2 hours. So that's what was going on. You know, the people came in little by little. And if you take a picture 2 hours before, it seemed empty. And then if you take a picture right at the event.
You think the media was downplaying the real size
Yeah,
of
of course
it?
they were. They were trying to find every other story to downplay the effectiveness of the inauguration and the man. So anyway, that's the way it is.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
What's that?
Thank you so much
Oh,
for
okay.
taking
Yeah.
the time to speak to us.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Great to see you.
And
guys.
you made our day really
Yeah.
special.
That's
I wish
great.
more celebrities were conservative. They would actually talk to the press.
Gotta go.
Sail safe, guys.
We will.
Thank you very much,
That
Tom.
sounds like a great trip.
Thank you very much, John.
Thank
So,
you.
John, what do you think his eventual legacy is going to be? Do you think he's going to go down as being one of the great presidents, or a mediocre president,
Well,
or a shit
I think
president?
he's going to be a very, very good president. You know, his standards are high. One thing about Donald that we don't think about is that he's very competitive, isn't he? And he wants to be the best president ever. And what are his standards? His standards are Abraham Lincoln. That's his hero, you know? So and the way he's starting out with so much done in a couple of days, unbelievable. And since his victory at the election, he's really done more than I think any other president that I've ever.
But don't you think he's
witnessed.
basically based on dismantling everything the Democrats have done for the last 8 years?
If there's something wrong with it, I hope he does.
But today he signed off on sort of reinstating policy to look into the Dakota Access and the Keystone Pipeline. A lot of people are upset about that.
Well, a lot of people are going to be upset about anything. You can always find naysayers, right? But what is he talking about? He's talking about what is his main focus in these days since the election? It's been jobs. You know, get the jobs back to the people. Save these cities. That's very important, and
So-
I think he's